practice live stream, me and Ben are both just 100% dead. It's tough. It's tough practicing for 2 hours in a row. It's tough doing this 3 or 4 times a week. It's hard practicing multiple martial arts all at the same time. Cry me a river. It's just part of the game.
Martial artist life.
Martial artist life, Ben says. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to flip the camera back around and we're going to go back to doing uchikomis now for anyone that's watching. And uchikomi is, we call these fit-ins. This is just a regular practice. We're practicing the techniques of doing judo. So just kind of bear with me. I'll be jumping back and forth from working with my partner right now. And we'll just jump back and forth. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, stay there. Okay, so live from Phoenix, Arizona, judo practice. We have probably the hottest, most intense summer judo practice right on earth. I recently went to Yuma, Arizona, and now that Yuma and Phoenix are pretty much the same temperature, hands down, this is probably one of the most intense summer workouts you can get. These uniforms are not thin, they're very thick, they don't breathe very well. Our facility, while very beautiful and on my family estate, is still sweat box essentially. So again, right now, me and Ben, we're going to do some uchikomis. Uchikomi means fit in. Yes, let's do drop sail. Okay, so we're going to do ippon seonage. Ippon seonage means one arm, shoulder and back throw. And I'll show you what that means. Okay, so ippon, one arm, single arm, across the body. I'm locking with my bicep on the back, and we go over. But we're doing a variation of this technique called drop seonage. And so what that means is I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to drop down between Ben's legs. We're going to come out a little bit, so we got plenty of runway here. We're both long-legged guys. And that's just kind of a very slow run through. If you do this full speed, it's a lot more intense. Let's do a couple different things here, Kevin. Okay. Some wide legs. And there's a lot of variations. You can go straight. You can go straight over the back. You can roll with your opponent at the same time. Do you know that one, Ben? Do you know how to roll with your opponent at the same time? I'm going to let Ben demonstrate rolling with your opponent. That's one you typically see a lot in Olympic judo. And we'll do this from multiple angles. I know. Just take your time. again, that's a variation of Ippon Seonage. It's called drop Seonage. And because we're dropping through our opponent's legs, I'm going to use Ben to kind of just demonstrate the technique, kind of give like a miniature lesson right now. So we're gripping. I'm controlling an arm. We're doing what's commonly called checking the time. Popping this up, creating an empty area right here. Coming in, grabbing it, pinching it with your bicep. You can grab the arm. I try not to grab the arm. The fingers are weak. Fingers are weak. This is strong. If I grab this here, Ben can try to pull away, right? But if I really jam the crux of my elbow, this bend of the elbow, into the armpit, boom! Try and pull that away. Right? Because you squeeze it becomes a vice. You squeeze that arm in there. Oh yeah, you got to start taping those fingers. Okay, so again, checking the arm. Getting that locked in there. Really, really good. Okay, keeping this down. I don't want this up high because if it's up high, then Ben can choke me. The last component to this, of course, is then dropping between the legs. We're going to come out hit a little bit here just so you can see it. But if you have an opening between the legs, which happens if you pull your opponent, right? Stand very close. And then you get good sideways movement. Now there's a gap. You use Tai Sabaki, move your opponent by moving yourself. Then you create an opening to keep himself balanced. And when you balance when your opponent tries to rebalance himself, that's your opportunity to attack. So then you're shooting your legs between the feet. I'm not going to grab them right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot my legs right between here. And I hope that you'll be able to see it. Okay, so again, here, right? I'm loading him up on my back. I'm getting my hips as close as I possibly can. Boom, here, okay? I have to get my level below his for it to work on the normal technique. But now what I'm doing is we're introducing the feet. I want to go through him. I'm not trying to stop in front of him, because if I do that, then I get stuck here, and then you can get choked, or he's just stuck on your back, and then he can go behind. What you really want to do is you need to shoot your feet underneath them, okay? I'm going to kick you a little bit, then. More time. Okay? So then, Ben demonstrated the roll. Now I'm going to show you straight over the back, okay? Fun? Try a slightly different angle here, just in case anyone's curious. Okay. Checking my timepiece. Boom, here. What time is it? Judo time. Check time. 2, 3. Getting this in here. And at the same time, I'm shooting my feet between this. I want my center of gravity on top of this center of gravity. Again, extremely hot here at Cactus Judo. It's probably an ambient temperature of 115 even in the shade. Now the sun is down, extremely warm. So just as a piece of advice, if you are doing any sort of judo training in the elements, if you're in high inclement weather, high temperature inclement weather, always make sure you drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water before it gets hot, not when it's hot. You have to drink water beforehand. You need to hydrate yourself. It's very, very important. Safety is our number one concern here at Cactus Judo. That kind of, I mean, you know, we try to teach good technique. We try to teach personal empowerment, safety. Yeah. So Ben says he wants to go over same side lapel Seonage, right? Hey. So we're gonna fix our uniforms, cool off a little bit, get our blood temperature down a little bit here, and then we're gonna go over that. I'm gonna check the camera, see what's going on.
Still working?
Yep, looks like everything's going just fine. Yeah. Well, your same problem is the same as that being weak. It's not about that week. It's got to do paperwork and stuff. Yeah. That would have happened when Bob was here. It would have happened. Yep. Okay, so what we're doing here is this position here where we both take the exact same grip with one another. This is called Ayotsu. Ayotsu is like, they call it 50-50 grip or harmonious grip. It means we both have the same advantageous position from here. I'm controlling an elbow, Ben's controlling an elbow, I'm controlling his head, and he's also controlling my head. Okay, and this is the orthodox or the traditional grip of Judo. Now, the technique that Ben is talking about is then abandoning this elbow grip, okay, the sleeve, and going for a second lapel grip, okay? Or using the lapel grip you already have, you can do it from either position. But what we're doing now, okay, is we're coming across our own arm. So you can do it from either side. I can either go from here, across, and then my phone, or here, across my own arm. Now we all have our own tendencies. I am right side favored, so I usually tend to lead my right side across the body. But anyone that's good at Judo will tell you that you always should train both sides, especially left side. All Japan champions, I think for the past 20 or so years, have been left side leads. That Koga especially. And the arm. Here, I have this strong lapel grip. Here. Now I'm bending over. If I wasn't so handicapped in the knees, it would be a little bit easier. Because what we should be doing is I should be coming in here, dropping. It requires a little bit of a bend in the knees. I've got long legs, and I don't like to bend my knees, so I'm not particularly skilled in these upper body throws that require you to drop a level, and there's quite a few of them. So I'm kind of limited in the things that I can do, and it's okay. What did Bruce Lee said? Bruce Lee said you accept your limitations and work within them. So I have other skills, like I know how to set up a live stream apparently. All right, then go ahead. Yeah, for the second time. That's definitely funny. Gonna check our time here. Let's see. The time is currently 7:58. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do some live randori. Randori means free practice in judo. So think of this as just a miniature version of what sparring looks like, or a practice competition fight. So we're using all of the techniques of judo, and the object, of course, of judo, in case you're new to the sport or to the art, is to have your opponent's back touch the ground. Okay? So we always show respect to one another. Thank you, Ben. Got me. I spent too much time fucking thinking. I hate you. You make me do unorthodox shit. Gonna check the camera here. Woo.
We should, even if we don't stream it, keep videotaping our practices, at least they're indoors.
I agree. All right, so we're gonna go off video for a little while, guys. We may do this again next practice. Hopefully more of my students show up again. We're based in Phoenix, Arizona. It is quite hot in this prospect of coming out and practicing martial arts to our core demographic, which is adults of ethnic, religious, socioeconomic minorities here in the inner city of Phoenix, Arizona. The idea of coming straight off of work as working class people and then coming to practice judo, it's kind of a daunting one. It's a little hard to do, but it's good. It's good for your mind. It's good for your body. It's good for your spirit. So again, thank you.